Right now at 6 on Connecticut's news station, we've been following breaking news. Officers in Waterbury very busy with an investigation. We'll tell you what we know so far.
And a man accused of defacing a Black Lives Matter mural in Hartford has been arrested. We'll tell you how police caught up to him.
Also, a teenager robbed at gunpoint and then beaten up. And it didn't just happen once. We'll tell you who police say is responsible right now at 6.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. First at 6, a sunny day on tap, some warmer temperatures. We're glad you're starting your day off with some areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Had some thunderstorms yesterday. Let's turn things over to meteorologist Matt Scott for more. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you both. Nice to see you again, Erica, after a couple of days. We have a forecast that's a lot quieter than those thunderstorms that did roll through last night. Badly needed rain. We could do, of course, without the lightning, but still manageable for the most part. Satellite radar picture shows you just a little bit of rain trying to hold together, mainly in the northwestern corner. That's it. We're wringing the clouds dry. One system out, another one coming into view, though. That'll be here by tomorrow. 60 in Hartford, 62 degrees in New Haven, another 60 in Groton, mid upper 50s across the rest of the state, with a wind that is starting to turn westerly for the most part, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Quieter forecast on tap for your Thursday with sunshine, clouds, not a bad day. Temperatures getting to right where they need to be in the upper 70s. A little breezy northwest wind from time to time. Talk about the rain tomorrow and a few more cracks at rain in the 7-day. Are any of them for Father's Day? We'll have that answer coming up. Let's go to the roads right now. And for the first time this morning, I get to say good morning, Lauren Zenzi.
Good morning, Matt Scott. Hopefully you're having a good morning so far. Everybody at home. Not much to get to out on the roadways. That is some good news to report. No crashes or incidents causing a major impact for the morning commute. We did have some very heavy volume, slow moving traffic out in the Meriden area on 691 east and westbound, but now traffic is moving freely now that the construction has cleared. Taking a look at our Hartford drive times, 91, 84 and Route 2 all moving smoothly. A beautiful shot out in the capital city on 84. Very light volume out there right now, but do expect that eastbound side to start accumulating some delays starting in the about 6:30, 7 o'clock hour coming from the West Hartford area. Down in Fairfield County, we did have some heavier volume, slow-moving traffic in the Milford area due to some road work, but as we take a live look out there right now, traffic is moving freely. Some moderate volume as you're heading southbound towards the Bridgeport area. Do expect some heavier delays coming around like 6:30, 7 o'clock on the southbound side of I-95 and the Merritt Parkway as well. We'll check back in on the roads coming up at 6:30. For now, Tim and Erica, I say good morning to you.
And good morning to you. Thank you so much, Lauren. We do have breaking news right now in Waterbury. There is a police investigation going on Eastern Avenue. Let's show you a live look at the scene. Details still scant here. We're working to figure out exactly what police are investigating. And we can also show you what it looked like a short time ago. You can see an officer walking into an apartment. Again, we don't know for sure what they are investigating at this point, so stay with Connecticut's news station for updates on air, online, and through the Fox 61 News app.
6:03 right now, and Hartford police say one man is in jail this morning after he was accused of defacing the Bushnell Park Black Lives Matter mural over the weekend.
Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is at the mural this morning with the details on the suspect. Brooke.
Hartford police say that 36-year-old Scott Franklin is now facing several charges for writing a swastika and drawing 2 numbers that are related to white supremacist groups. Officers say this all happened sometime Saturday night. You can see that in the surveillance video here, that Franklin entered the park and defaced the mural. The damage was found early Sunday morning. Now he's now facing charges of intimidation based on bigotry and bias, breach of peace, and criminal mischief. The Black Lives Matter mural has been recently repainted and redesigned ahead of the Juneteenth celebrations on Monday. Artists have been working on it now for several weeks. The redone mural was officially revealed to the public and to state leaders yesterday in a ceremony. One of the artists says she has a message for Franklin this morning.
I think it would be like find love in your heart. It's about the artists and what's happening to people of color in the United States, and it's an ongoing battle for us. So just find love in your heart. If you wanted to represent whatever you wanted to represent on your time in your space, we wouldn't have came to mess up your work. So please respect ours.
And a Hartford-based Black Lives Matter group has posted on Twitter saying they plan to celebrate the mural later today. Although they do ask if you come by to celebrate with them, you bring a canned good item so that they can donate it. In Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thanks so much. Well, happening today, a man accused of killing another man in a shooting in Hartford last year is expected in court. We're talking about Joseph Rodriguez. He is facing a murder charge this morning. He's accused of shooting and killing 34-year-old Javier Jimenez Hernandez back on May 1st of 2022. Police say Rodriguez was later arrested in Springfield, Massachusetts. And also due in court today is a man accused in a deadly hit-and-run crash in Stonington back in March. 41-year-old Jonathan Olson is accused of hitting 70-year-old Gary Piver while he was riding his bike. Piver was a longtime worker at Stonington High School and was killed just one day before his birthday.
Police said they arrested 2 juveniles for their part in a crime spree that included a purse snatching in Madison, credit card fraud in Clinton, and then a stolen car in Branford. That, at least it was found in Branford. Police said they found a stolen Kia SUV at the Branford Walmart parking lot yesterday and later arrested the 2 juveniles inside the store. But they said the other people who were inside that stolen car drove away with it. So police this morning are still looking for them and for that stolen car. Well, take a look at this crash in Middletown. You can see at least 2 cars crashed. This was last night on Route 9 near the intersection with Hartford Avenue, right there in between the 2 ambulances, or the ambulance and the fire truck, the flashing lights. Police said there were people hurt in the crash, but the injuries weren't serious, and the road is back open this morning.
And a Wolcott this morning where a teenager was robbed at gunpoint and beaten up by a 16 and 17-year-old. Police say this happened at Peterson Park on Tuesday afternoon. They were able to find the suspects and arrest them. And it wasn't the first time that something like this has happened. Police say the suspects robbed the same victim one day before this incident. Wolcott's chief of police says that the suspects are facing several felony charges and have been transferred to adult court.
These were loaded 9mm handguns, one positively stolen, one had the serial number scraped down. Teenagers carrying weapons going into a park. It is very, very terrifying.
Chief Stevens says a third teen who was also in the car and was arrested will be tried in juvenile court.
Also in Wolcott, 35-year-old Gregory Leary pleaded guilty to federal charges yesterday after he admitted to building and selling AR-15 style rifles out of his home. Police said somebody would give Leary kits to make the guns, and then Leary would sell the finished guns back to that person who would in turn resell them to others. Leary will be sentenced in September. Well, this morning, there's a new law just signed by Governor Lamont that restricts law enforcement officers from lying to minors during interrogations. The ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union of Connecticut, said the impacts of those lies have cost the state an estimated $48 million. It's been legal for police to present misleading or false information to children during interrogations, but advocates believe this can lead to false confessions.
Nobody should be lied to ever in order to achieve a particular goal of the case, because that not only harms the credibility of the police officer and the police department, it also harms the victims' families.
So under the new law, any confession by a person under 18 that was found to be achieved through deceptive tactics will now be inadmissible in court.
Happening today in Willimantic, officials are going to mark World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. They're expected to raise awareness about programs and assistance for older people living here in our state. Today's event is happening at 10 a.m. at the Wyndham Senior Center. Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysowitz will be there, along with Amy Porter, who is the Commissioner of the Disability Services here in Connecticut. And happening today in Avon, residents are expected to meet once again to learn how to live safely with bears in their community. Now, this is coming amid recent increase in bear sightings and encounters all across our state. This is video from a meeting last month. In tonight's meeting at 6:30, at the Avon Free Public Library, several experts are going to join residents to talk about potential solutions.
Also happening today, state officials will attend a ribbon-cutting celebration for a new science building on the UConn Stores campus. It's happening at 11 a.m. at 25 King Road. The university said the building will bring teaching and research opportunities for both students and staff across the college. The project was paid for by the state through the Next Generation Connecticut Capital Funding Program.